to another Final Fantasy 14 video. We are going to be doing the Chrysalis and Amaryllis, invaded the hideout that we were in. So we're we're going to go up to the entrance to select a Chrysalis, or we go to Duty Finder and do it. But I haven't done this in a while, so hopefully you guys see me do good enough. And I am doing this after effects, so I do know what happens. And I do notice that thing at the top right there. I do fix it later on. So just bear with me for a little bit. Alright, so I took away the border because it wasn't really helping. And the problem with the border was it was cutting away some of the screen. So I had to fix it. And so there I just switched to my second layout to battle. And I think I'm going to be cutting here. Yeah, so I'm going to be cutting here. So I will see you guys once the trial starts. Alright, so the trial started. And so I'm going to hit commence. And hopefully we'll be I'll be good. And I was in the middle of fixing my HUD layout, so some of the things aren't going to look, you know, good on my layout. I do fix it after the recording. So this is one of the harder fights as a healer, because what he will do is that move right there, Spark. He will cast triple, and then he'll use Spark. And so what that does is it does Spark 3 times in a row. And for healers who aren't ready for it, is it's just insane. Make sure if you're a healer, focus target him. It helps out tremendously. And the best thing to do for this is stand in middle heal. Don't try going after any of the orbs, because you'll see what happens when I go after an orb here. Is my HP is really low. We did lose a black mage, but honestly, in this fight, they kind of expect for the DPS to be expendable. So I used one Aether Flow stack, and keep that in mind. I have two more left. And I have a full, I can activate it again to get 3 more stacks. So I can get 5 stacks right now. I'm pointing this out because for people that want to play healer and they want to learn how to do healer, better, that's what I want to do too. So this is the triple spark, and honestly, best thing to do is just heal, heal, heal. But the best thing to do for when you're healing is, you know, especially in these low end dungeons, is to watch your HP because you don't really have good enough healing powers yet to be able to get, a really good heal. So like I said, the best thing to do is stand in the middle. Don't run around, don't trying to attack or attack. Don't try to get the orbs. I have one more left, and I didn't use it. I could have used that to fully heal, and I've been okay. So that's why I pointed it out because it's really important to see what you have, like what resources you have. And I waited for that to happen. I raised, and then I realized how much trouble we were in because we only had 2 tanks, and we need a limit break to be able to get through the next phase. So, you don't want to use healer limit break. So I'm gonna go in there and tell him, it was my fault. I forgot to do the Aether Flow stuff, or yeah, I forgot to do stuff. So that was my bad. And I had to fix my limit gauge. It got on my nerves. I am sorry about the party I was with, but that was annoying me. It's annoying me up there too, but that's better than where it was down there. So the best thing to do, stay in the middle, don't get any orbs, and heal. And I think I do that this time, or like I just pick off some orbs that they weren't gonna be able to get to. And then, I start using my Aether Flow stacks more because that is really key in this fight. And I did not focus target the boss this time, so let's see if I do fix that. I don't think I do. So I was just sitting here kind of just like playing catch up at this point, trying to make sure. Oh, I did remember to do that. Good. But no, I was playing catch up, and my focus target is still the reason why I didn't do it is because my layout's messed up. So I'm just looking at him now and seeing like if he does something because it does like a little animation. So he did a double right there. I noticed. So I healed him for the double. And now we're going into round 2 where if we get through this round without anybody going down, well, without the healers going down, we're good. It is also a good idea to make sure that our samurai doesn't go down because he's the one that's going to be pulling the or pulling. He's the one that's going to be doing the limit break once we get to the other area. So when we get to the other area, the samurai has to do the limit break on the tear. That way we survive. And I don't think I show the tear here. I can't remember. I think I stayed pretty close to the tank and tried to keep him healed. And this next place we're going to, this is where most parties mess up. So I messed up the where normally it doesn't happen. That's where I messed up at. But this area, this is where people normally mess up. And as you can see, I had lucid dreaming for 2 minutes, and now it was a minute. Okay, so you can see he did a limit break right there on the tear a little bit. So that's the main thing to do. If you have a melee DPS, make sure you use that limit break on the tear. If you don't, it is going to be a very bad time for, you know, that. It's going to be a very bad time for that battle. I mean, if you only have ranged or magic users, then they can DPS or limb break it. But the best one is doing the melee because it's right, it's one of the hardest hitting limit breaks. Hey, and I got a commendation out of that. Cool. Alright, so she gave her life to make sure we were able to defeat the Ascian. I took the determination materia because determination gives you better healing than crit. Well, crit does, but crit only does it a certain amount of time, where determination it is better healing all around. And I mean, there was no body to bury because her body just became aether. But we're still gonna go meet up and talk about Moonbreeder in front of the Scholar's Stone. I think it's funny how she asked if I know where that is, considering that I am a scholar. And I actually don't remember where it's at. But yeah, so that's gonna be the end of this video. If if y'all enjoyed the content I provide, hit that like button for me. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. When you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you get notified when I release a video or I start streaming. In the next video, it's going to be a stream, and I will be continuing with the main scenario quest. If you guys have any suggestions or anything like that, leave a comment down below. This is Trent. Take care.